Hi guys, could you introduce yourselves?
I'm Ed.
Matt. I'm Callum.
Alright, cool, and they're going to be part of our audience research. So guys, what's your favourite genre of music?
I suppose like a bit of R&B, bit of hip hop.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, me too.
Pop. Bit pop, yeah.
Probably just pop or hip hop.
Hip hop. Electronic.
Electronic.
Whatever at the top really, but like, you know, kind of electronic dance music.
That's cool.
Dubstep.
I like a bit of, don't know, bit of rock, bit of Metallica.
Yeah, I'm a death metal.
Bit of death metal.
Yeah.
Heavier stuff, rock, metal, that kind of thing. It's exciting. It's cathartic. And there's a whole range of different subgenres within it that you can find interest in. So I mean, my tastes are fairly diverse anyway. So it's not just that genre of music. Like electronic stuff. I like blues. I like dancey stuff. So the genre for me isn't as important as the song itself.
Do you prefer a serious storyline or a light-hearted one?
Probably a bit more light-hearted. Yeah, just something because it's so short. It's not like a proper film.
I'd say probably a serious one. I think it obviously depends what the song is. Like if it's a serious sounding song about something deep, then it needs a deep storyline and a deep video. But
Yeah, I'd say that hard. Yeah.
A music video. So probably serious.
Any reason why?
I know it's just more meaningful.
Okay.
Well, you seem pretty cool and
Love a
stuff.
serious one.
Any preference, like reason why for that?
Which makes it more interesting, you know? Well, the narrative side's like, it's more interesting. Definitely. Bright and happy.
Yeah, bright and happy. Do you think that helps uplift you a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Music.
Also, with a sort of serious, darker video, do you think it's important that the video reflects the lyrics in a literal sense?
Interpreting the lyrics.
Light-hearted, bit random, I think.
I like something a bit more serious, a bit more on edge, a bit on point, yeah.
Well, depends on the song. I think with the Sabotage video, it's very light-hearted. But if you've got a video that carries a deeper meaning or makes you think, I think that works as well. So it all depends on the song itself and the video's concept.
And what would you say are your favourite music videos that you've ever seen? That's a very, very difficult question, but...
I think Gold Digger by Kanye West.
Gold Digger, Kanye West, classic.
I don't really tend to watch that many music videos. Just stream.
Yeah, just stream them.
My favourite one that I've ever seen. Yeah. I suppose Michael Jackson Thriller because it's so kind of iconic. That would be. I guess that's the one that springs to mind first. So that's probably my favourite.
I love Hero.
Hero.
Enrique.
Demons by Imaginary Dragons.
Any reason for that?
It's probably because it's the genre I'm doing.
Okay.
I quite like Mr. Brightside by The Killers.
Yeah, is there any reason why?
Mainly because of the actual song. It fits the song quite well, you know.
So do you think the lyrics are important in a music video?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
Sabotage by the Beastie Boys.
Any reason for that?
It's a really good idea. It's funny. It takes the kind of idea of old 70s cop shows and spoofs it, and it's done with some conviction. And they're quite. It's quite an authentic kind of feel to it, and it's a good sort of 3 minutes sort of blast of enjoyment.
One I can remember is probably what's it called, Treasured Soul.
Well, there's only one for me, and it's the classic. Thriller! What a video.
Any reason why? Just
MJ, legend. Absolute legend, that man.
How do you usually stream your music?
Spotify.
YouTube.
YouTube, classic.
Spotify or illegally from YouTube Converter.
Yeah, I always do it legally because he's really bad.
Right.
Spotify.
Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube.
Spotify.
Illegally. Spotify.
And illegally occasionally, but mainly Spotify.
YouTube.
Do you think companies like Apple, do you think they charge too much money for their music?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think it's wrong to charge 99p for a song?
For a song,
yeah, no, fair enough. But I know it is a joke, but that's how they make their money at the end of the day.
I didn't tend to buy an awful lot. When Spotify started, I found that as a good service because I was originally paying £10 a month for the premium account, and that was fine. Now they've changed the Spotify sort of account setup. I can get onto it for free here. You can listen to a few ads, but that's no problem for me. It's a bit like listening to commercial radio. I'm probably going to get the Apple Music family package because it's on 15 quid for 4 people's accounts, and you can access a whole range of music as well. So that to me isn't a huge expenditure.
Is that £15 a month?
Yes.
Okay.
But that covers 4 accounts.
4 accounts. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well,
Do you think it's a better idea?
they've responded, haven't they, recently, haven't they, with Apple Music or something like that?
Yeah, you still got to pay like a monthly subscription.
Yeah, it's not as much.
Do you think it's better to stream the music or to actually own the music?
Stream it.
Stream it. Cool. Okay, so Anna's now going to play a short clip from Breeze Blocks, my Jay, and we're just going to ask you a couple of questions afterwards.
She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Cetirizine, your fevers greet me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know where the wild things go? They go along to take your honey. Way down how we build our breakfast down and say my love, love, love. La la la, muscle to muscle, to toe to toe. The fear grip me, but here I go. My heart sings as I jump up. Your hand grips and as my eyes shutting
So what did you think about the reverse slow motion? Do you think it's effective?
Yeah, it was quite dramatic. Effective, yeah, definitely.
Do you think there was quite a dark atmosphere created from that?
Definitely, yeah. It was quite kind of creepy and spooky.
And the effect of the death happening at the start?
Yeah.
Is that quite...
Yep,
Whoa.
very effective, dark, kind of already sets the tone at the beginning that it's going to be, you know, unpleasant.
Do you think it takes away the surprise element at the end by having, like, knowing what happens at the start by doing it in reverse?
It does take away the surprise element, but I think it's equally as effective.
Yeah.
Having it this way around.
It's a very cool effect. It's different, so it grabs your attention. Given all the things that are happening in the video as well, it's quite enigmatic, so it draws you in. You want to know where we are, and once you see it's in reverse, you understand that there's obviously more narrative to come, and actually the reason why we're in that situation, you would assume would be explored and developed as the video goes through. But it's a cool effect.
Do you think it's more effective to have the murder at the end or at the beginning? Do you think it creates an unusual twist having it at the beginning this time?
Yes, but I mean there's lots of videos that have done the story in reverse. I mean, this is one example. The Scientist by Coldplay did the same similar sort of thing. So you start off with an unusual climax, and then you kind of retell the story in an unusual way. But I think starting with the end and working backwards, I think is an interesting concept.
Yeah, okay. Do you think there was quite a dark atmosphere created from that?
Yes, I mean you've got someone down the bath, you've got very dark filters being used. All the mise en scène is very kind of harsh. It's like close-ups on people holding their heads and that kind of thing. So it's quite an intense opening, I think. But because the music is slightly quirky. There's an element of kind of lightness in there as well. It's quite an interesting juxtaposition of the imagery and what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why, or just you like to?
Well, no, I just think. Well, I didn't really think about it really. I just thought it was quite a cool effect.
Cool. Bill?
I really liked it. I thought it was very clever.
Yes, I mean very effective.
Also, if you're watching a music video, would you expect the murder to happen at the start? Because Alt J, what they're doing there is that they're trying to go against like the typical convention. Do you think it's effective having it at the start?
Yeah. It's different.
Do you think it matters that it kind of ruins the surprise element? So like in our type of video, we're looking at having the ending at the start and then working from that way, like similar to that.
So it's literally going to be like them walking backwards the whole way?
Effectively, but with like a more...
it's that's going to happen at the end, but do you think it's more effective to have that at the end? Yeah.
It's quite cool how it's like backwards, like how the water runs backwards, and it's quite sort of serious, so it looks like it has quite a big meaning to it.
So the backwards effects have
it's not like, it's not trying to be funny. It's quite...
So you prefer the serious sort of...
Okay, so basically for our music video we're going to have a reverse murder scene. Do you think it's effective having the narrative start with the death at the beginning, or do you think that should leave it to the end?
I think it's quite cool having it at the start, because then it sort of like tells people what's going on.
Yeah.
Instead of like them wondering the whole way through the film.
It's a bit of a shock to the system seeing that. Yeah.
It's quite cool.
It's quite cool. Like, it's not, you don't normally see that.
Yeah. Because we're going to use a slow motion effect that's in reverse for our murder scene that we're going to have in our music video. And just wondering what, I don't know, do you think that's quite a dark atmosphere that's been created in that? Do you think it's not the, like your average upbeat, light-hearted?
It's definitely different to the normal one.
Especially because you start with death as well, so you know.
So would you usually expect the death to be at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it starts off.
So it does take the surprise out of it. Even though someone's like, it takes the surprise out of what's going to happen at the end, but it also is completely different to what's in a lot of other like mainstream stuff. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just a bit dark, the video.
It's a bit dark, yeah. So you personally, you don't like that kind of...
Oh no, I mean it's quite a good song, I enjoyed the song.
Yeah.
Like, I'd never seen the music video to that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a bit like...
It's a bit shocking.
Does it change your view of the song and its meaning?
No, I mean I'll still listen to it. I think it's a good song, but I won't watch the music video.
Yeah. Do you think a music video is important for an artist, or your personal preference?
Yeah.
In what way?
Because obviously, if people are watching, some people listen to music on TV.
Yeah.
So obviously, then they've got to show the music video. It can change people's minds.
Okay, cool. One final question. You know the reverse effect we were just talking about then? We're going to use that for a murder scene at the end of our film. At the end of our music video. Do you think that will be an effective means? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think it's a good effect to use.
Yeah.
It should be quite interesting with the murder scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I look forward to seeing it.